Hey guys, today we're going to look into XRP and XLM, but let's first look at Bitcoin's price. Bitcoin's price is currently almost $18,000 and the price change for the last 7 days of Bitcoin's price is plus 15%. This is really huge increase, and Ethereum's price is currently $473 and the price change for the last 7 days is 2.5%, and the big winner for the last 7 days is XRP with price change of plus 17.7%, and the current price of XRP is currently over 30 cents. This is great news. And let's look at XLM. XLM's price is currently a little bit over 8 cents and the price change for the last 7 days is 5%. So it is always great to see green in the market. All in all, Bitcoin is leading the market, and Deutsche Bank says Bitcoin is increasingly being favored over gold. Deutsche Bank has noted Bitcoin's recent growth versus other inflation hedge assets. Bitcoin is up 70% over the last 6 weeks as more investors are starting to see it as a credible investment asset. On the year, Bitcoin is up almost 150%, outpacing gold by a significant margin. So more and more investors and companies are starting to realize that digital assets are the future, and more and more investors are starting to put their money into Bitcoin, and I'm sure that they're going to start looking into other digital assets as XRP and XLM. So it is just a matter of time. The current cryptocurrency global market cap is a little bit over $500 billion, and in the last bull run, the increase of the global cryptocurrency market cap was almost 40 times increase. So you see here, it was around, in the beginning of 2017, it was around $20 billion, and at the highest point it was a little bit over $800 billion. So at the moment we are at $511 billion. So if we hit a 10 times increase, this is going to bring us to $5 trillion. And if the coin dominance of Bitcoin is 37%, the price of Bitcoin is going to be $100,000. And in the last bull market, the coin dominance of Ethereum and XRP was in one moment it was the same. Actually, they were fighting for the second place, and if this happens again, and if the market, if the total crypto market cap is $5 trillion in some moment of time in the future, then Ethereum is going to hit this price here, $6,651, and XRP is going to hit this price here, $16.63. And if the coin dominance, if the percentage of market cap of XLM is 2%, let's say, because the highest percentage of market cap of XLM in the last bull market was 2%. So if this happens again, XLM is going to hit this price here, $4.82. However, I think that the Stellar network is developing, and it is gaining momentum, and many different partnerships are happening in relation to Stellar. So you know that the Stellar network is going to be one of the official chains for the USDC. And also other good news here. Stellar Anchor Settle Network is issuing 2 new stable coins. Argentine Peso token and Brazilian Real token. So here you see, actually, this is the application of StableX. So this is also huge news, very bullish for XLM and the Stellar network. So I think that in the next bull run, in some moment of time, XLM can hit a percentage of the total market cap of maybe 4%, why not 4? And in this case, the price of XLM is going to be $9.63, so almost $10. And yeah, the crypto market cap of XLM with the current circulating supply is going to be around $200 billion. So, and in this case, we are going to hit almost $10 per XLM. And if you are wondering where I'm getting these coin dominance percentages, so I'm getting for the XLM, I'm looking at this chart here, and you see that in the last bull market, XLM's coin dominance was a little bit over 2%. So, and for XRP and Ethereum, actually, here you can see that here in some moment in time they were fighting for the second place. Here you see they were flipping each other and yeah, Bitcoin's dominance fell even under 33%, but of course then it it increased again after some time. So this is about the coin dominance. And I want to talk to you a bit about the Meridian Conference organized by Stellar. And this man here, John Kiff, he actually spoke on Meridian about CBDCs. And he is a senior financial sector expert, Global Financial Stability Division in the Monetary and Capital Markets Department in the IMF. He is part of the team that produces the Global Financial Stability Report, focusing mainly on risk management issues and risk transfer markets. He is also a frequent contributor to the fund's bilateral surveillance work and has published papers on housing and securitization markets. Prior to joining the fund in 2005, he worked at the Bank of Canada for 25 years, where he specialized in foreign exchange reserves, funding, and investment. So, all in all, very smart guy. And since I'm not sure that I can show you the video of his presentation, I just made some screenshots, and he actually starts his presentation with a definition of CBDC. A retail CBDC is a widely accessible digital representation of a sovereign currency that is issued by and a liability of a jurisdiction's central bank or monetary authority and be legal tender. And after that he continued with okay, what happened? Okay, with this table here, and this is showing us countries that are actually exploring or already have explored CBDCs. So here you see on the top where central banks are in the advanced stages of retail CBDC exploration: Bahamas, fully launched; China, pilot launched. Eastern Caribbean, 2020 Q4 pilot launch. South Africa, Sweden, proof of concept started. Ukraine, pilot completed. Uruguay, pilot completed. And he also said, John Kiff said, that he knows about countries that are exploring or have already explored CBDCs, and they launched some pilots and so on, but he has this information from private conversations, so he was not able to tell more about which these countries are and if they are going to issue CBDCs or they are not going to issue CBDCs. So he only told the public that he knows that there are other countries outside this table here that are also exploring CBDCs. And here in the middle of the table you see where central banks have explored or are exploring issuing retail CBDC. So the list is long here. You see Australia, Japan, Brazil, Canada, and so on and so on. Russia, Switzerland, Turkey, United Kingdom, United States. And here at the bottom you see where central banks have explored or are exploring issuing retail CBDC according to reputable news sources. And these are the countries here. And the presentation, his presentation ended with this slide here: motivations for issuing CBDC, emerging market and developing economies, financial digitalization, reducing physical cash costs and risks, reducing dollarization, advanced economies, enhancing payment system competition in face of declining cash usage, distributing stimulus payments, and for emerging and advanced economies, for emerging market and developing economies and advanced economies, attempting to derail global stablecoin adoption, improving monetary policy effectiveness, targeted policy, accessing granular real-time payments data, breaking through lower zero bound on policy rates. So these are the motivations for issuing CBDC according to John Kiff. So it was interesting presentation all in all. And let's continue with some quotes from Meridian. The CEO of Satoshi Pay, Meinhard Ben, touches upon why making cross-border payments frictionless in B2B isn't just a plus for the product, it's the expectation. He says, "We now deal with small SMEs where young people are in charge of payments. They're digital natives, so for them it is absolutely expected for consumer apps to pay everything within seconds. They don't want to go through the hassle and waiting. They don't understand how a payment can be lost. That is something not acceptable for these young entrepreneurs." In Meridian 2020's discussion on the value of open source, Stella Mokan expresses the importance of sharing knowledge with peers to encourage faster and more efficient innovation. Stella Mokan is lead of World Bank Group Technology and Innovation Lab. So from our own exploration with blockchain and the Stellar Development Foundation, we looked into how blockchain can help us improve traceability and visibility into our own World Bank loan disbursements. This learning is very important for us and we are sharing it with our client countries, other teams across the bank and other colleagues in the ecosystem. So they're sharing their experience with the Stellar network with their client countries. This is really very interesting. And at Meridian 2020, a representative Warren Davidson sheds light on why there is still stigma surrounding cryptocurrency and blockchain, despite their potential. He says, part of it is political. Enemies of crypto are people who want to preserve the status quo. When the internet was coming along, a lot of the incumbents didn't realize that this idea would be so transformative. Some people thought it was going to be all a fad. So yeah. So guys, many good developments are happening in relation to the Stellar network, and they're going to happen in the future. So we should also not forget the fact that the CEO of Stellar, Daniel Dixon, was invited by the IMF to participate in their conference about cross-border payments, and many different central banks are looking into the Stellar network and into the XRP ledger in order to find the best way to issue CBDCs. So we heard it from Brad Garlinghouse. He said that central banks are exploring the XRP ledger for issuing CBDCs, and we know that the IMF knows that the Stellar network can be used in order to issue CBDCs, because the IMF's employee who was leading the conference about cross-border payments, he stated this clearly, that Stellar can be used to issue CBDCs on the Stellar platform. And this is really huge, and if one of the central banks actually announce that this specific central bank is going to use, let's say, the Stellar network in order to issue CBDC, the price of XLM is going to explode. So even one announcement from a central bank is going to make the price of XLM explode, and this percentage here, in some moment of time in the future, if this happens, is going to be even bigger, believe me. Let's make some experiment. Let's say that if a central bank announced that it is going to use the Stellar network for issuing CBDCs, then this percent is going to get to maybe, why not, 10% here. So the price of XLM is going to increase to $24. But none of this is a financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe and share so this information may reach more people. Be safe and see you next time.